Every child deserves to be seen, to be loved, to enter a learning space and feel, this is my place. I belong here. But for far too many Black, brown, and economically underserved children across this country, school is not that place. They sit in classrooms where no one looks like them, where discipline replaces understanding, and where their brilliance goes unseen. That is why Boldly Moving Education Ahead was born. In 2017, our mission began with 3 words: recruit, retain, develop Black male educators. Because at that time, less than 2% of teachers in this nation were Black men. That stark reality declined even further to an alarming 1.3%. We knew then, just as we know now, that representation matters. When children see someone who looks like them, who loves them at the front of the classroom, everything changes. And so we grew. We began walking alongside educators, training and developing teachers and school leaders from diverse backgrounds, equipping them to teach and lead in ways that honor culture, that build trust, and that restore instead of punish. We built a pipeline for young Black men to enter the education field through our Youth Leadership Development Program. High school students explore the profession by facilitating tutoring and mentorship for elementary students while receiving instructional training and workforce development from veteran educators. BMEA. Alongside leadership and academic skills, they also gain stipends and career readiness experience, laying a foundation for economic mobility.
As a board member, I see BMEA not just as an organization, but as a movement. One that's radically reimagining what it means to support, affirm, and invest in educators and the students they serve. And BMEA is developing leaders and transforming classrooms and reclaiming education as a tool for justice and liberation. So that's why I choose to engage not only through board service, but as a committed partner. And it's why my husband and I give as donors, because we believe in the brilliance of our educators, we believe in the possibility of our youth, and we know that when we truly invest in them, we create ripple effects that transform entire communities. This work is bold, it's necessary, and it's deeply personal. When you ask me why I give because I've seen the impact, and I stay committed because I know we're just getting started.
And now with our newest launch, we step boldly into the future. Welcome to the BMEA Independent School, a tuition-free liberatory learning space for our youth. Here, every child, girl or boy, is seen, celebrated, loved, and prepared to lead.
So when we think about sort of the structure of the day, it is going to be project-based learning. What that really is, an integration of all the disciplines, math, science, social studies, ELA, all into the learning experience for the child. So there won't be, as he mentioned, a separate block for math, a separate block for ELA, a separate block for science. All of that is embedded into the work, because as we know, when we go out in society, things are not broken up by like, oh, I'm driving to Kroger. Is this a math lesson? Is this an ELA concept? No, all that stuff, how we do our jobs, how we live in everyday just society, it is all embedded, it is all infused. So project-based learning is an integrated approach, a rigorous integrated approach to including in all of the content areas as well as the standards, so that students, no matter what grade they're in, are engaging with. We got students who may be sort of a higher achiever versus some students who may have some various struggles. It fits all of our students' needs, and it pushes them in areas where they're good at, and also areas where they need additional support, because it's integrated, right? And so what's going to look different than a traditional school is that they're going to go from teacher to teacher or from subject to subject. In those first 3 hours of the day, they're going to be embedded in solving real life problems. So that's going to include them going on field studies throughout the day. So there will be lots of times where kids are outside of the four walls, learning and engaging with the community going to various places to learn and engage is going to look and feel different because we get to choose what we engage children in and how we do that. And it is unapologetic around our approach to teaching and learning will be through project-based learning. And if you look at any high-performance school across this country, those students and those adults that are in that spaces are coming from spaces where there's project-based learning happening every single day. All right, and so what we're trying to do is provide that experience, which is different, right? Provide that experience for our children in Detroit.
BMEA is a movement, but a movement cannot survive without its people, without its community. Today, you have the power to help us build that legacy. Your gift will ensure a child has a teacher who believes in them, a mentor who guides them, and a school that reflects their brilliance. So we ask you to stand with us. Give generously, and together, as a community, we can boldly move education ahead.